Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Father's Day today, and for the first time my wife Cassie and our youngest are making their debut on the channel. So our oldest didn't want to leave his cousins. They're grandpa and grandma's in town, and they've got the water slide set up, and our plan was to get this little guy kind of a little nap on the cruise here, but somehow he fought through. So we thought it'd be fun to take the kids, I guess just him now, but we're at the first field we planted of corn, and we're just gonna kind of go out there and check the progress, I guess. And I think what I plan on doing is coming back and doing this again around the 4th of July time. You know, you got to get that cliche 4th of July look at the corn. I think probably like 100 years ago they always said knee high by the 4th of July, but I think with all the rain we've had here and everything, it'll be more like probably, you know, 6 feet tall by the 4th of July. But so we're gonna head out here and take a peek at the corn. We got another 4/10 of rain last night, and I think they're saying 90s, like low 90s here for the next several days. Humidity's always high here, so I'm guessing this stuff will continue to shoot up, but we'll take a look here and see.
So I got out to the field and I started it up, and nothing was, well, it was kind of just really slow running out of all the nozzles. So I took these off. There wasn't much in them, so I cleaned them all out, tried it again, and nothing wanted to work. So now I'm probably gonna have to take the filters off of the sprayer and try and figure something out with that. I'm gonna try and just take this little one off on the bottom there and see if that'll flush it. I don't know exactly what's going on, because it's not the filters on the boom, it's not them, but we'll have to see. I'm gonna pull this off. I try and show you guys what's going on, but it's not a real good spot to film from here. I'm not able to get that that little cap off just because there's so much pressure on it, and there's no way to shut off all the pressure just from the tank being above it, which is a really bad design flaw on the sprayer. So I think I'm just gonna open up the cups again and see what they look like. I'm hoping I don't have to drain the full tank, but let's open these up and see what they look like. So that's what it looks like. The filter's pretty clean, but there's just a little bit in there. I don't know. Kind of thinking that the lines are plugged and it's just slowly making its way out, just because that's not enough to plug up all the nozzles and everything. Water will still be moving through the filter, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to keep messing around with it. I'll let you guys know when I figure something out. Well, I got them all cleaned out. Some of them didn't even have any in it, so not feeling too confident about this, but I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens. If anything, I'm gonna just let it run for a bit and see if it can't work itself out, because it's obviously trying to if there was a little bit in the strainers. So yeah, I think when I start up in a couple weeks again for the second round of spraying, I think at night I'm just gonna have to load up some water and do a rinse of water at the end of the night, because I didn't have any issues during the day, but if it wants to do this every morning, something has to change with it. So yeah, let's give it a try. Well, I don't know if that was what was causing it or what, but it's spraying pretty good now. We're running 12 gallons of water again. Both sides seem to be working fine, so that's a good thing. Just out of curiosity, I took one of the tips off and took a look at that. There was nothing in there, so that wasn't the issue either. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to kind of rinse the lines out at night just to be sure that they're not full sitting in there. But if that's all I have to do, that's a pretty easy fix. Just got done with that 50-acre piece. Now I'm heading back towards home. Got about 400 gallons left on the sprayer. Gonna spray that off and then load up again and probably finish that field that I've emptied on twice. Finish that up and then start heading towards the west. I got about 200 acres out there that I gotta do, so yeah, shouldn't be too long until we're done. Sprayed out a load this morning, heading back to the farm to load up again. Got what I believe is about 40 acres left, so we're only gonna load it up to about half, or try to anyway. I got Kyle coming to give me a hand just to run the pump while I put all the chemical in. So gonna get all that done and then probably call it a day. I'm doing a golf tournament tonight, so probably should go hit a few balls before I play in that. But yeah, getting done today. I was hoping to be done last night, but I didn't have time to spray the 2 loads that I would have had to do. And then yeah, I think I'm gonna take a couple days off and just try and relax a bit. And then probably Monday or Tuesday, we're gonna start just working on some stuff around the yard. I know Kyle's got a long list of stuff that he thinks needs to be done, so probably start working on some of that. But yeah, feels good to be about done. Like that, we're loaded back up again, heading out west. It's about a 30-minute drive, it ain't too bad. But yeah, we only did half a load and worked out just about perfect because we needed 10 gallons of Roundup and Enlist, and I think we got 8.5 gallons, so it's a good thing we didn't have to do a full load, otherwise I'd have to take the bulk tanks back to town and fill them up. But yeah, so that was we ran short on both of them, and it was same amount that we got out of them. So I don't know if we didn't get enough when they filled them or what happened there, but yeah, so we're a little short on that, but it's still enough to kill some stuff. So the field I'm in right now, it doesn't have a lot of water hemp in it. It's mostly just grass and volunteer corn. So that stuff should kill pretty easy. I'm not too worried about the water hemp in that field. The second round, if we don't have enough chemical in, the second round will get it. So yeah, finishing up within the hour. We're done. So gonna take it back to the house and probably call it a day. But I thought there was a few more acres there than there actually was, but we got about, well, you won't be able to see it, but got about 150 gallons still on board. So gotta find some old 55-gallon drums and try and fill those all up. But better to have too much than not enough, I guess. Then it's good to spray for around the yard. And on the gravel and everything, so not a bad thing to have. I don't know if you guys are able to see it at all, but the sprayer's at 997 hours, which is kind of cool just because normally most of our machinery gets traded before it gets a lot of hours on it. But yeah, I think my dad bought this probably when it was a year old or brand new, I can't remember, but we've had it for quite a few years, and 3 hours away from 1,000. I just thought that was kind of interesting. I don't really get to notice that, or I either don't notice it or I don't have equipment that gets to that. So yeah, just something kind of interesting to think about for me. But I think in probably a couple years I'm probably going to either trade this one off, or next year I want to put a lot better guidance system on it and just kind of throw some money at it and upgrade it a little bit. But something to think about for next year and over the winter. Kind of dwell on it for a little bit, talk to some people, see what they think. But yeah, this sprayer's been really good to us. We've never had any major issues with it. Just a couple hydraulic lines here and there, which you're gonna have that. But yeah, this sprayer has been a really good sprayer for us. No, not a lot of problems.
So we're here on the edge of that replant we did, and things look really good. It's like waist, about waist high. I can clearly see, like in the distance, there are spots that are quite a bit higher than this, and then there's some spots like right here that are maybe just a little lower, but overall things are looking pretty good. Way over his head, so I think we're ahead of pace. But Nick's here. What's he doing? Looks like he's going to put that Salford away. We won't need that until October probably, so he's putting that away. And yeah, we're just admiring this nice growth that we're seeing on the corn. We can stop by and look at some beans as well, but with the beans it's a little bit tricky this year. At the end of our video, one of our videos, you saw that we had our planter stranded out in the field with like 20-40 acres of corn left to plant for 7 days, I think, because we had so much rain. And there was some guys that got a decent portion of their beans in before that, and those people, those fields are crazy. The beans look phenomenal. We planted all of ours after that, but we've still got pretty decent rain on them, so they look good. But there's also fields that look, they're twice as tall right now.
I've been really proud of these guys. This corn is definitely a lot higher than I thought it would be. I don't know much about farming at all. I was just thrown into this farm wife situation. So super proud of Kyle and Nick and all the guys that have been helping. It's been a tough season for their first season for sure, but they've both hung in there. They've stayed strong and pushed through. Really awesome, all the support that we've seen from you guys, the subscribers, the fans, whatever you want to call yourselves, but it's been really cool, and it's definitely helped them through the season, and I'm just happy to be the support system behind the scenes for them. But this is, what I think a lot of the farmers do it for. You see this, and it's super cool. It's yeah, I didn't know anything about this before, and this is awesome. I'm super proud.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah, that looks like some leftover corn from last year. Can you pick it up and throw it? There you go. Good job. Yeah. You're gonna walk? Okay. Walk. Oh, you're gonna get lost. There you go. Here, grab my hand.
We're at the field right on our home place, and this is the first beans that I sprayed. And just looking at the grass that was up close to the driveway here, it did its job. All of it's browning, or yellowing anyway. So I haven't really drove around to any of the other fields that I did after this, but I would assume that everything's starting to wilt away with that 4/10 of rain we got last night. And how you're able to walk on this ground and not get anything on the bottoms of your feet just goes to show how bad we needed that rain. So yeah, high temps coming up in the next week, but a few more light showers would be just about perfect for us. So
Yep, you're good help.
yep.
Oh yeah.
The beans that were in there are almost taller than everything else, just from the shade that they were getting. They were getting away from all the heat that we had.
Yeah, they do look. They are taller than the rest of the stuff. Like
Taller and more flowered out.
here,
Not flowered, but
compared to there.
yeah.
And the grass is obviously, that's not, those roots are dying for sure.
Yep. Just goes to show how a little bit of shade can really help these guys out.
Alright, Nick got the Salford put back down. He's taking that 580 back to his house. Sounds like that's going back to Titan here this week. That was the one that they let him use because he was having so many problems. But I think that pretty much wraps it up for today. We're going to go back, hang out with family a little bit more. So I think we'll end the video here. If you like the videos, like, subscribe. We appreciate the support, and thanks for watching.